everyone, Sabrina here. I'm here to make an announcement today. I've had to make a very difficult decision. A lot of things have happened over the past 6 to 7 months. A coal was sort of thrown into the fire, and I continue to learn and grow and work on the office skin salon business at the space I had, but it just became more and more difficult. I don't know how I was able to keep it going. I had taken on an additional part-time job, and you know, it was like running on a wheel and never getting anywhere. So I've had to decide how I was going to continue my quest for healthy beauty outside of retail office space. And I have decided to revisit a company and contact a woman I met a year ago when I first joined the chamber, and I was all gung-ho with, oh, I'm going to get an office and I'm going to, you know, do my practice. Well, first of all, I didn't know how difficult it would be to try to make some money in that way. First of all, renting retail space. I have looked at companies over the years, and I always knew that one day I was going to find one that was really going to be right for me, that I could resonate with and relate to. So I spent 4 days moving out, and I've spent several days wondering what I'm going to do. I've had to answer phone calls and tell customers that I can't see them, I can't take them, I don't have a place. And for the most part, people have been very understanding. I mean, there's been one time, I think, where I was late for an appointment, another time where I didn't have my appointment booked, too much was going on, and I just did not make it, which is like unthinkable. But I just had lost track. And I realized, you know, I'm doing a disservice to everyone, not only myself, my family, my clients, when I just have way too much to try to do a very good job at being there and being present and trying to be there more, which I can't. So with all of the things that were going on, not having a storefront, not being there to accept walk-ins, I kept in the back of my mind this company, Beautycounter. And I had received samples, I'd spoken to the woman several times, and the woman I had met at the Chamber of Commerce, and she was just starting in this area with Beautycounter. And, you know, at that time, I had really did not know about chemicals and products. And when she was talking to me about her line, I said, oh yes, you know, I'm using this line I know is very good. Well, it was shortly after that I had been invited to a doTERRA essential oil meeting from a friend who said, you want to learn more about essential oils, come to this meeting. And the very first thing that blew my mind was the 1,400 ingredients that are banned in Europe that are not banned in America. There's only 11 that are banned. All these chemicals that we're putting on our skin, going into our bloodstream every day. And when I opened my place and I called this woman back and told her I had just learned that, you know, that at the moment that we had first met, I didn't get it. I couldn't understand what she was trying to say to me. I thought, well, I just graduated from aesthetic school. You know, I'm so proud and knowledgeable, and yes, I am in many respects, but not really understanding how the scope of the government regulations. So I'm at a foundation, and I'm realizing I need to really practice more of what I've been preaching. I don't yet know what safety level the product line I had been using. Some of the ingredients in there weren't coming up on the Healthy Living app. There was no database for this company, and I just plain and simple did not have time to sit down and go through the never list. I looked at it for a few minutes a couple of times, and at the time didn't see ingredients that were listed on the products, or I didn't get far enough down the list to see that retinol is one of them. So now that I've had a few days off and I'm revisiting this and I'm getting unpacked and getting decluttered, and I met with this woman, I called her, she called me right back, so the timing is right. She was able to get back to me, she's very attentive, and we went over the list, and I'm like, retinol, oh my gosh. So I said, well, with all of the things that I'm